like it. It's exactly as I pictured. A quiet, pleasant village, not too large. The perfect place for a new schoolmaster to begin his career. Well, to be honest, I did spend mornings for 2 years in a small children's school in Moscow, teaching tiny tots rudimentary spelling and numbers. But this is my first bona fide professional appointment as a full-time schoolmaster. Actually, I've never even heard of a Kulienchikov until I saw the advertisement that a Dr. Zubritsky placed in the college journal. And although the position was in the remote village in the Ukraine, I jumped at the chance. But I don't mind telling you that my heart is pounding with excitement. I have this passion for teaching. Greek, Latin, astronomy, classic literature. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. I don't see anyone around. Maybe I've arrived a little early. I'm one of those very, very extremely eager and enthusiastic people who's up at the crack of dawn every morning ready to begin his work. This is a very, very auspicious day in my life. Oh, excuse me.
Alina! Lydia! Mashka! Olga! Where are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Did you happen to see 2 dozen sheep?
2 dozen sheep?
Yes, there were 14 of them.
No, I'm sorry.
Well, if you see them, will you give them a message for me?
A message for the sheep?
Yes, tell them that I'm looking for them, and they should tell you where they are, that I will come and get them. Thank you.
Wait, excuse me. What is your name, please?
Snetsky.
And your first name?
How soon do you need it?
Never mind. Forget your first name.
I did.
I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, and I am to be the new schoolmaster.
Is that a fact? I'm very honored to meet you, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky. I am something Snetsky. Will you be staying the night?
Oh, you don't understand. Kulienchikov will be my new home. I'm going to live here and teach here. And I am, if I may say so, an excellent school teacher.
Oh, they are. They came by the thousands. Oh, it's so hard to blow these. I don't know how the sheep do it.
You mean you've had thousands of teachers?
More, hundreds. We're all stupid in Kulienchikov. There's not a decent brain among them. There is not a more stupid town or village in all of Mother Poland.
Russia.
Whatever. All decent people, mind you, but not a decent brain among them. Oh, that feels better. I just opened my ears. I thought you were listening. What were you saying?
You mean to tell me that every man and woman and child...
All stupid, including me. Talk to me another 10 minutes, then you'll begin to notice.
I was hired by Dr. Zubritsky to teach his young daughter.
Teach his daughter? Teach his daughter? She's 19 years old, and she just recently learned to sit down. Teach his daughter? She does not even know the difference between a cow and a duck. Oh, not that that's an easy matter, mind you.
Something is up here. I thought nothing of it then, but when I first did read it, I did notice that every word in the advertisement was misspelled. I'm sure Dr. Zubritsky will explain it all to me. You've been most helpful, Citizen Snetsky. I've enjoyed our chat.
As did I, Master Tolchinsky. He's not the only one who can have private thoughts. I can have private thoughts as well. Oh, the trouble is, I could never think of a thought to have in private. Well, I must be on my way. Good day, schoolmaster.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Oh, sure. Mention my name to anyone. Snetsky, the sheep loser.
9 o'clock and all's well. 9 o'clock in the village of
beginning to have my doubts.
Oh, good morning, postman.
Good morning, Butcher.
A beautiful sunny day, isn't it?
Is it? I haven't looked up yet. Oh, yes, lovely, very nice.
Do I have any mail?
No, I'm sorry, I'm the postman. I have all the mail.
My sister Odessa hasn't been feeling well. I was hoping I'd hear from her.
It's very hard to hear all the way from Odessa. Perhaps she wrote a letter. I'll look.
Fish! Fresh fish! Fish! Nice fresh lumber and halibut. Try a nice piece of carp for lunch.
Good morning, Yenchna.
Try a nice piece of haddock. Is that the beautiful fish or what?
What do you mean, fish? Those are flowers.
They didn't catch anything today. Why should I suffer because the fisherman had a bad day? Try the carp, it smells gorgeous.
I don't have any letters from your sister, Slovitch. But I have a nice letter from the shoemaker's cousin. Would you like it?
Is she sick? I hate reading bad news.
Oh, no, it's perfect. Well, take it. You'll enjoy it.
Can you believe my doctor hasn't written me in over a year?
Doesn't your daughter live with you?
Well, it's a good thing or else I'd never hear from her.
Ah, good morning. May I introduce myself? I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, and I am the new schoolmaster.
Mishkin, the postman.
Slovitch the butcher.
Yenchna, the vendor.
I was just chatting with a young fellow by the name of Snetsky.
Oh, yes. Something Snetsky, yes. We know him well.
He was kind enough, although I hope I don't seem unkind. He was somewhat deficient in his mental alertness.
That's Snetsky, all right. He got kicked in the head by a horse.
Oh, well, what a pity. When was that?
Tuesday, Wednesday, twice on Friday, then all day Saturday.
What's lovely and fragrant wares you have to sell, madam. Perhaps I might buy some for my new employer. How much are they, please?
The flounder is 2 kopecks and the halibut is 3.
I beg your pardon.
If it's too much, I have a nice piece of whitefish for 1.5.
Maybe the dialect is a little different in this part of the country. I am very eager to begin my new duties. Will one of you be so kind as to direct me to the home of Dr. Zabritsky?
That way.
That way.
That way.
Thank you. Perhaps I'll go in the one direction you haven't pointed to. A pleasure meeting you all. Oh, hello again. Have you found your sheep?
Not yet. Who was that?
That was the new schoolmaster.
Another one? I just met one a few minutes ago. They must be having a convention here.
Count Yaskevich up on the hill is not going to be very happy about this.
That's right. Count Yaskevich doesn't like new school teachers.
Why?
Because he's afraid the brick curse.
What curse?
The one that has made us stupid since the day we were born.
Oh, that one. Oh.
Yes, I've been stupid for 41 years. And you, Snetsky?
I'll be 33 next July.
And you, Slovitch?
31 for me. What about you, Yenchna?
I just in the corner of 26.
That corner must be about 40 miles from here.
that right?
I don't know. Sounds good to me. Yes, very interesting.
Then am I in good health?
Oh, the best of health. You should live to be 80.
I'm 79 now.
Well, then you have a wonderful year ahead of you.
Good. I must keep up my strength. I'm a magistrate. Law and order must be preserved.
Would you like a prescription?
A prescription?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. Some people like prescriptions. I'll tell you what. Take this to the druggist and pick out something you like. Take it 3 times a day with a little bit of water.
Thank you.
Goodbye, sir.
Oh, and how much do I owe you?
No, forget it. If I ever go to medical school someday, you can send me a little something.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Goodbye.
Nikolai is here. He's come. He arrived not 2 minutes ago. Looks young and strong and determined. Maybe he'll give you one, Nikolai. Maybe this one will finally be our salvation.
Calm yourself, Lanya. Who's come? Who'll be our salvation?
The ones who...
Oh, God, I know who you mean.
They have a place, and you go to the place.
Yeah, and they point to you, and they tell you, no, they ask you if you,
And if you didn't, they say, why didn't you? Next time I'll make you.
And he's outside?
He's just down the street.
Well, show me, Lanya, show me. And pray God, this is the one who will deliver us and all of Kulianchikov from this dreadful, oh God, what is it we have again?
I know what you mean. It sounds like nurse.
Nurse.
Or hearse.
Hearse.
Something like that.
Or something like that. Or is it a knock?
We have a knock?
Yes, open the knock. The other way.
Oh. Won't you come in, young man?
Dr. Zabritsky, Madam Zabritsky, I am delighted to be in Kulianchikov. I am Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky.
Ah, so you are the new...
Yes, I am he.
Lanya. It is he. The new...
But you look so young to be...
Not at all. I think in time you will find that I am, if I may say so, an excellent young... Well, I don't want to see me modest.
No, please, be immodest. We love you, modesty.
The more immodest, the better. The best young... what? The best what?
The best young teacher in all of Russia.
Teacher! He's a teacher!
Oh, thank God that
Yes.
the teacher is here.
Thank you. I'm most gratified at this most warm and overwhelming reception.
Please, make yourself at home, teacher. Let me take your coat, teacher. Lenya, get the teacher a cup of tea. Please, sit down, teacher.
Would you like a cup of tea, teacher? Or maybe some paper and pens, teacher? Perhaps you'd like to start teaching right away, teacher.
Well, no one's more gay than I am, Mrs. Zabritsky. These is for you.
Ah, whitefish. I saw them on sale today. Thank you.
How may we help you?
Well, there are a few questions I wanted to ask you first.
Questions. That's what they ask. When they point to you and you don't know. He knows. He knows what questions are. I can tell this is going to be a good teacher.
Master Tolchinsky, would you please ask us a question?
Please.
Any question at all.
It means a lot to us. It's been so long since anyone's asked us a good school question.
Well, there are questions and there are questions. Do you want a question on mathematics or a question dealing with science? Or perhaps a philosophical question?
Ah, the first one. The first one sounds good. The philosophical question.
Very well. If you wish. What is the purpose of man's existence?
Oh, Lenya, what a question. Did you ever hear such a beautiful question?
To think that someone would ask us a question like that.
Are you interested in the answer?
Well, not today, thank you. To be asked one question like that in a lifetime is more than we ever expected. The answer should be given to someone much more worthy than we are.
But it's your birthright. Knowledge is everyone's birthright.
Everyone not born in Kulianchikov.
I don't understand.
Well, you would if you knew about the nurse.
What nurse?
Not the nurse, the hearse.
The hearse?
It means the purse.
What kind of hearse?
Kind of hearse that inflicts the wrath of God upon all those poor souls who are unfortunate enough to be born in this pitiful village.
Do you mean perhaps a curse?
Curse! That's what it is. I knew it sounded something like that.
We were so close. So close.
Tell me, Dr. Zabritsky, what is this curse?
Lenya, bolt the door. Draw the curtains.
I can't draw curtains. But I can draw a cat or fish.
Never mind. Lower your voice.
How low do you want my voice?
That's low enough. Go get the book. It's on the map. Young man, have you ever heard of the curse of Kulianchikov?
I can't say that I have.
No, you can't say that. It's not hard. Even Lenya can say that.
The curse of Kulianchikov.
Tell me, Dr. Zabritsky, what is this curse?
200 years ago, a curse was put on this village that struck down every man, woman, child, and domestic animal, including all their ancestors for generations to come, leaving each and every one of them, and this you'll find hard to believe, with no more intelligence than a bump on a lung.
Doctor, I don't believe in curses. Curses are all wives' tales.
You're thinking of Neutschke. In Neutschke, all the old wives have tails. That was their curse. Our curse is altogether different.
But where did this curse come from, and who would inflict such cruel punishment on such a simple and peaceful village?
Who indeed? It is all documented in this book of curses. Thought you said you dusted this.
I did. I put dust on it just yesterday.
Here, read it for yourself. The page is marked.
It's all stuck together.
We marked it with maple syrup. Read it to us.
On the morning of April 11th, in the year 1691, in the village of Kulianchikov, two young people fell hopelessly in love.
I knew it. Whenever young people fall in love, you know a curse is coming.
But surely you've heard all this before.
Oh, many times, but we never understand it. It's a very well thought out curse.
The boy was a young, handsome, but illiterate farmer named Casimir Yauskovich. The girl was the daughter of the most learned man in the town, Mikhail Zabritsky.
Zabritsky. I've heard that name before.
I've seen it. On a front door, somewhere in this neighborhood.
Well, it's your name, and it's on your front door.
Wait a minute. That means that the young man in the curse may possibly be related to a front door.
Mind you, I'm dealing with the intelligentsia now. I continue. The young girl's name was Sophia Zabritsky. May I ask the name of your young daughter?
Sophia?
Sophia? Sophia Zabritsky? The identical name of the girl in the curse over 200 years ago.
No, I don't believe it. Unless our daughter's been lying about her age.
The match was doomed from the start. When young Sophia's father learned that young Casimir was illiterate, he forbade Sophia ever to see young Casimir again. 6 months later, Sophia married a young student, and that winter, Casimir, distraught and despondent, took his life by plowing his own grave and planting himself in it. Upon hearing of his son's death, Casimir's father, Vladimir Yauskovich, summoned the powers of the devil himself, brought all his fury and wrath down upon Kulienchikov.
Here it comes, here it comes!
A curse. A curse upon all who dwell in Kulienchikov, he cried out. May the daughter of Mikhail Zabritsky, murderer of my only son, be struck down by ignorance that caused my son's death. May stupidity engulf her brain. May incompetence encumber her faculties. May common sense become uncommon, and may reason become unreasonable. May her children be cursed as well, and may all their children be cursed for eternity. May all who live in Kulienchikov be born in ignorance and die in ignorance, unable to leave this cursed village until my final vengeance has been satisfied.
That would explain why the train doesn't stop here.
My initial impulse was to panic. Well, even my secondary impulse is to panic. To educate one is one thing, but to break curses is another.
Excuse me, but you are right, Master Tolchinsky.
Yes, I'm fine. I was just thinking.
Lenya! He was thinking!
He was thinking.
What's it like?
You mean you don't know what thinking is?
I don't, and she certainly doesn't.
Thinking. Well, it's the thoughts that come to one's mind. It's the process which enables us to make decisions.
Decisions? No, I don't think we are capable of that.
But surely you know what it is you want.
Oh, dear God, yes. What we desperately want is for someone to help us. Not so much for ourselves. We've already lived our lives. But for our child. Our dear, sweet Sophia.
Did you hear what you just said?
No, I wasn't listening.
It was a decision. You decided to help your daughter because you thought about it. You are capable of thought. You think.
No, I don't think so. It just came out.
Yes. And if your head, where your brain is lodged, the center of thoughts, and if it's possible to have even one tiny, infinitesimal, insignificant thought, then it's possible to expand those thoughts to ideas, and ideas into comprehension, comprehension into creativity, and finally, supreme intelligence.
Would I be able to open up jars? I have terrible trouble opening jars.
Be firm, Leon. Be staunch. Patience. We'll break this curse, I promise you. By the simple, everyday, painstaking work of education. We must begin as soon as possible. I would like to start by seeing your daughter, Sophia.
Sophia?
Yes. It occurs to me that since the curse started with the young Sophia over 200 years ago, then perhaps the key to ending it lies with her direct descendant. Can I see Sophia?
Oh, not from here. She's in her room. We would have to send for her.
Who is the schoolmaster asks?
She may be taking her singing lesson now.
Does she take singing lessons? From whom?
The canary. He does the best he can.
No words, mind you. Just the tunes.
I understand. The girl, madam, please.
Oh, remember, darling, upstairs and to the left. You'll find Sophia a most delicate and sensitive girl. Unlike the rest of the girls in the village, she has so many interests and she's always occupied.
Well, occupied with what?
No, she likes to do interesting things, like touching things. Wood, paper, metal. She likes drinking water.
Master Tolchinsky, may I present our daughter, Sophia Irene Ilenia Zubritsky. Sophia, this is the new schoolmaster, Leon Tolchinsky.
Miss Britsky. Is that my breath that has just been taken away? Is that vision before me human? Or have I too been cast underneath the spell? Oh Never have I felt such a stern beneath my breast. Watch yourself, Leon. She is your pupil, not the object of your dormant feelings of passion. Excuse me.
Sophia, you know what he was just doing? He was thinking, isn't that wonderful?
Yes, Mama.
Papa. She is Mama, I am Papa.
Mr. Britsky, won't you please sit down?
She did it, she did it. Oh, that was a beautiful set. Did you see that?
Yes, very nice. Lovely. Mr. Brisket, would it please you if I called you Sophia?
Sophia?
Well, that's your name, sweetheart.
Say yes, darling. Say yes. You may call me Sophia.
Please, madam, we must allow the girl to speak for herself. Mr. Britsky, would it please you if I called you Sophia?
Oh, it's been so long since she's taken a
I
test.
think she wants to say something.
I would be very pleased to have you call me Sophia.
There you are.
I'm so proud, so proud.
Please, madam. I've come a very long way to help you with your education. It is to my understanding that under ordinary circumstances, you have the capability of being an extremely bright and intelligent young woman. That deep inside you is an intellect just crying to be heard. That you have enormous powers of reason. Someone has put a cloud over these reasons. And it is my intention to remove this cloud. So that light can once more be shown to those unbelievably crystal clear blue eyes. But I need your help, Sophia. Would you give that help to me?
Yes, you may call me Sophia.
Ah, she did it again. That's two in a row.
Stop, Mr. Brits. Be firm, Leon. Nothing in life comes easy. I should like to ask you very few simple questions. If we are to begin your education, it is important that I know at what point to begin. It won't be taxing, I promise you. I would never want to be the cause of a furrow or frown on that fair face. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yes, is it red, blue, green, orange? Any color at all. Which one is your favorite?
I used to know that one.
Why is he being so hard on her? This isn't the university. My favorite color is...
Yes.
is yellow.
Yellow! Her favorite color is yellow. Why, Sophia? Why is yellow your favorite color?
Because it doesn't stick to your fingers as much. Well, I think she's wrong. I think it's blue that doesn't stick to your fingers as much.
That's a very interesting answer, Sophia. There's a certain logic to her response. The fact that that logic escapes me completely doesn't alter the fact that she has something in mind. I'm going to ask you something quite simple now. I'm going to ask you to make a wish. Do you know what a wish is?
Yes. A wish is something you hope for. It doesn't come true.
Well, perhaps we can change all that. If you could make a wish, and it did come true, any wish at all, what would you wish for?
What would I wish for?
Yes, Sophia. What would you wish for?
I would wish that I could fly like a bird, to soar over buildings and trees. Long tunnels may be carried far away, over mountains and rivers, over forests and lakes. And I would meet people in other villages, and I would know what the world was really like. I would know all the things I should never know, because I must always remain here. This place.
That is the most beautiful wish I have ever heard, Sophia. Don't you see what her wish means? To fly like a bird means to sever the bonds that chain her to ignorance. She wants to soar. She wants to grow. She wants knowledge. And with every fiber of my being, from the very depths of my soul, I shall gather all my strength and dedication and patience. And I make this promise that I, Leon Stepanovich Tolchinsky, shall make Sophia Zubritsky's wish come true.
Oh, if you could do that, schoolmaster, I would be in your debt forever.
She touches me so. Your daughter has such a sweet soul and such a pure heart. We must begin her education as soon as possible. Not another moment must begin. I will return here at exactly 8 o'clock sharp in the morning. Sophia, what subject shall we begin our studies with first?
Well, I should like to begin with languages.
Languages, of course. Even I should have thought of that. Languages it shall be, my dear, sweet Sophia. And what language shall we begin our studies with first?
Rabbit, I think.
Rabbit?
Rabbit, a very hard language. Hardly anyone speaks it anymore.
Well, as long as she gets a few phrases, it's enough to begin with. Am I finished for today?
Yes.
Then I should like to go to my room. Watch this. Watch how she gets up from this chair. Oh, you didn't see it. Sophia, do it again.
It's not necessary. She's already past getting up from chairs.
They're so much smarter than in our day.
Until tomorrow, schoolmaster.
In all my life, I have never looked forward to a morning as much as tomorrow's.
You are the loveliest schoolmaster I've ever seen. And I pray that you do not despair of Kolyachikov, but that you will stay with us forever. She did it! She found the door!
I've never seen Sophia so radiant. Vanya, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm not even thinking what I'm thinking. What are you talking about?
I think our Sophia has taken a liking to the new schoolmaster.
If it is true, Dr. Zabritsky, then standing before you is the happiest man on the happiest planet in the universe. Tell me, is she spoken for?
Spoken for?
Yes, does she have any suitors? Any young man desperately in love with her?
We don't talk of such things.
Why not?
There's no one at all. Not even him.
Him?
He didn't mean him. He meant someone else who isn't him.
There is someone. Who is it? I must know. It's of the greatest concern to me.
Fine. But to tell you who him was, you must promise never to say it was I who told you it was him.
I promise.
Young man, have you ever heard of Count Gregor Kolyachikov?
I can't say that I have.
You can't say that. It's not hard. Even Lenya can say that.
Count
Yes,
Gregor.
yes, I can say it. Who is he?
One of the ones who put the purse on us.
You mean he's a Yauskovich?
Yes, the last of his line.
Well, tell me about him and Sophia.
He proposes marriage twice a day.
Twice a day?
6:15 in the morning, 7:20 at night.
He cares for her that much?
Oh, he only cares about avenging his ancestors. You see, if a Zabritsky marries a Yaskovich, then his ancestors will be satisfied, and the nurse will be over.
Does Sophia care for him?
No, she has said no for many years, but she can't resist much longer. The poor girl wants to sleep late just one morning.
What kind of man is this Count Gregor of Kolyachikov?
You know, like the rest of us.
You mean he is cursed as well?
Yes, he lives in Kolyachikov. He is not permitted to leave here either.
I understand. If I have a rival, I am ever more determined to break with this curse. I thank God for your patience and dedication in me. Tomorrow the education of Sophia Zabritsky begins. Oh no, my excitement, I forgot to ask. What about lodgings?
No, don't worry about it. We'll be very comfortable right here.
I understand.
Master Tolchinsky, ask us again. Ask us the question.
Certainly. What is the purpose of man's existence?
Oh, I'm all choked up again. I shouldn't have asked.
One moment. I think I know the answer.
To the purpose of man's existence?
What are you talking about?
The first time I heard it, I didn't understand it. But now, suddenly, something came over me. I know my limitations, but still, I really think I know the answer.
Well, tell me, Dr. Zabritsky. Tell me what you think the answer is.
I think it's 12.
12?
Oh, it's wrong. I can tell by your face. 14.
I think you missed the point.
Ah, it's less than 100. I know that. Even I'm not that stupid. 83. 46.
We'll discuss it when we get to philosophy. Don't think about it. Until tomorrow. Good night.
Why couldn't you leave well enough alone? Why must you always have answers? Aren't questions beautiful enough?
12?
But what if I'm right? I could have sold the answer. We could have made a fortune.
All right. That's it. I'm leaving now. So say goodbye. I was going to stay and try to break this curse. But when he said 12, I knew it was time to leave. Therefore, I mustn't think of Sophia. I mustn't.
Schoolmaster,
Sophia, where are you?
down here. I heard you see you once again.
Without a wrap? In the cool night air, you'll come down with a chill.
Oh, I never catch cold.
You don't?
I've tried. I've just never learned how to do it.
Be grateful. Some things are not worth knowing.
I know that something happened a long time ago that prevents me from knowing what happened a long time ago. Oh, if only you knew me the way I might have been, instead of the way that I am.
But if you're not the way you are, then I would not have come to help you to become the way you might have been. Oh, careful! You're beginning to think like them.
Could you ever care for someone who never became what I might have been?
Could I ever care for someone who never became? I see what you mean. I see what you're getting at. Yes, I could, I will, I shall, I do!
That's language you're speaking? It's hard to follow.
And it sounds like gibberish. Because you do that to me, Sophia. When thoughts come from the heart, they sometimes trip over the tongue.
And then I must watch where I walk when you speak. Well, I must go. Everything depends on tomorrow.
And if not tomorrow, then the tomorrow after tomorrow. And the rest of the tomorrows for the rest of my life, if that's what it takes.
No, it all depends on tomorrow. If we fail, we may never see each other again.
Never see each other? What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know what I mean. I mean, I have thoughts, but they seem to disappear when they reach my lips.
Oh, if I ever reached your lips, I would never disappear.
Do you want to kiss me?
With all my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
An even better suggestion.
Hurry, hurry!
Sophia, where are you?
Up here!
If only she were ugly, I'd be halfway home by now. Sophia, you stay where you are. I'll come to you.
All right.
After a while, you get the hang of it. My kiss, sweet Sophia.
As we kissed, I felt a strange flutter in my heart.
So did I.
You felt a flutter in my heart as well? Oh, how alike we are. Yet your hair is so much shorter. Well, I must go to bed. I'm getting very tired and I want to make it to bed on time.
I know the dangers of loving such a sweet and simple soul. It would mean a lifetime full of sweet, blissful passion. And very short conversation at breakfast. Let's find some comfortable lodgings. Extreme atmospheric pressures in the skies above us.
Well, whoever did it, it's gonna get Count Yalskovich badly angry at us.
Count Yalskovich?
Yes, he's the one who lives in the big house on top of the hill. And every time he hears that dreadful noise, he throws water on us.
No, Snetsky. That's rain. Rain!
Umbrellas! Umbrellas for sale! Get your umbrellas before it throws the water down on us.
Yenchna, no one throws water down on us. It's caused by a buildup of extreme atmospheric pressures in the skies above us.
Well, you can tell that to those fools, but I know. I used to be a substitute teacher. Umbrellas!
Well, would either of you two know a place to stay?
What's going on here? What's all the noise? I knew it. I knew he would throw water down on us today. Every time I wash my cow, you'll know he's going to throw water.
Mishkin, would you happen to know of a place to stay? As far as right now, I have no lodgings and...
Uh-oh. It's time for Count Yalskovich to propose again. 1 year from her, we can all be smart again.
You mean you want Sophia to marry him?
Oh, not unless she didn't want to, but it would be nice to remember my first name.
But that's a terrible sacrifice to ask of her. Surely you wouldn't ask that of her.
What kind of sacrifice? To live in a big house up on the hill, to eat little macaroons whenever she wants them, to have a maid brush her teeth in the morning?
But does she love him?
I beg your pardon?
Does she love him?
Oh, no, we don't have any.
Don't have any what?
Love, it's part of the curse.
I don't understand.
Quick, I hear him coming. You'd better leave schoolmaster. He doesn't like anyone around.
Yenchna, is it true? Is it true there is no love in Kulienchika?
Well, I don't know. My late husband's been gone almost 14 years.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's a long time to be late. I wish you were dead.
Breaking out with a cold sweat. Possibility of losing Sophia terrifies me. I'm going to eavesdrop.
Sophia! Sweet Sophia! Time to wake up, my pretty one. Time to get proposed to. She's asleep. Perhaps a pebble will awaken her.
Who did that?
It is I, Count Yalskovich.
Ah, good evening, Count.
I've come to propose.
I'm afraid you're a little late. I'm married almost 26 years.
Ouch! Nikolai! Where are you?
Right there. What do you want?
Some bandages. My feet are bleeding. Who are you talking to?
It is I, Madame Zabritsky, Count Yalskovich. I've come to propose to Sophia.
Oh, she's upstairs throwing water on the drapes. They're on fire.
The drapes are on fire?
Well, I had to light something, and I couldn't find my candle.
What's going on, Papa?
Oh, did we wake you, darling?
No, I was just reading by the light of the drapes.
I must be crazy getting into this family.
Count Yaskovich is here to propose to you. Go ahead, Count.
Can't we be alone?
No, I think Sophia should hear this too.
Very well. Will you marry me, Sophia?
Oh, my God, this is so romantic. Just wish my feet weren't bleeding.
I'm sorry, Count, but marriage is a very great step I do not wish to take without the knowledge of knowing what I'm stepping into. Good night, sir. Good night, Mama. Good night, Papa.
Good night, son. Be sure to put out the drapes when you finish reading.
I do not give up easily. I I will be back in the morning.
Good night, Your Grace.
Good night, Grace.
Ah! Watch what you're doing. You're burning my mustache.
Having them for in-laws is a curse. Worse than the curse.
Pray God it never happens.
Who's that? Who's there? Come out, I say.
Forgive me, sir. I was just passing by. May I introduce myself? I am
I know who you are. You're the new schoolmaster who has come here in a pathetic attempt to break the curse of Koyenchika.
As I have just witnessed your pathetic attempt to win Sophia.
Everyone's a critic. The curse can only be broken if you can educate her, which you can't. Or if she marries me.
Which apparently she won't. Why don't you find some other girl in the village?
Because Sophia is beautiful. Have you seen the other girls in the village? They look like me.
For such a powerful man, you seem to have an inordinate lack of self-esteem. I am sorry for you. Good day, sir.
Not good day. One day.
I beg your pardon.
Were you not aware that if at the end of one brief day you have not succeeded the race of intellect, you must be gone from our village? To remain here for even 1 second past you all the time means you will fall victim to the curse yourself. And I love that part.
I cannot believe such nonsense, sir. Threaten me all you want, but I will never leave. To be quite honest, I love Sophia Zabritsky.
Love? There is no love in Koyenchikov. It's all part of the curse.
You mean Sophia cannot love me?
You have 1 day to find it out, sir. 1 single day. 25 measly hours.
24.
What?
There are 24 hours in a day.
I believe you are thinking of February, sir. Good night.
But is it true? If I cannot teach Sophia to think in 24 hours, she will never be able to love me?
Leon!
Sophia, are you all right?
I must talk to you. Someplace where we will not be seen.
Of course, wherever you say.
Can you meet me here?
Yes, when?
Now.
Now? Yes, of course, that's where I am.
Come up here, hurry, hurry!
I'm climbing as fast as I can. Fast as I can.
It's of the utmost importance. I overheard your conversation with the Count. I cannot be taught. You must leave Koyenchikov at once.
Never without you.
And take me with you. Tonight.
But the curse.
Oh, it can never be broken. We will live in the swamp and eat brown roots. And I will grow up old and ugly and more stupid and more ignorant. And I will never be able to love you. We will be together.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Then we're lost.
No, no, Sophia. I will break this curse tomorrow. Tomorrow, I promise.
Oh, Leon, if only I could love you.
You will, Sophia. Tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
I wish you'd sleep in the kitchen.
Leon, come back! Hurry, hurry!
What is it?
I couldn't sleep. I'm frightened.
Don't be frightened, Sophia.
Oh, Leon, if I could only know the feeling of loving you for 1 day, I would endure 100,000 curses. Good night, Leon. God bless and keep you.
She asked not to be loved, but to know what it means to give her love to another. I feel I have wandered into a very special place. I love Yenchna and Mishkin and Slovitch, all of them, even Count Yauskovich. God, give me the strength to break this curse. And to get up and down this balcony. Oh, by the way, I urge you to give the matter some thought yourself. I have no wish to alarm you, but after all, you too are sitting within the bounds of Kulienchikov. Therefore, I wish us both the best of luck.
Leon, I forgot to tell you something.
Tomorrow, Sophia. I cannot take any more news tonight.
What's wrong with your towel? It's tired. I've been milking it since 4 o'clock.
Upside down?
You get more cream that way. Cream, fresh cream. Drink it right from the spigot. 2 cold eggs a mouthful. Cream, right from the other. Cream, fresh cream. Cream, fresh cream. Cream, fresh cream.
Come, Lenya, let us pray. Pray for deliverance. Dear Lord, who art in heaven, we are in Kulienchikov, and we are in trouble.
We are just simple people, dear Lord.
But we are not so simple that we do not believe in you.
Forgive us our sins, dear Lord.
We know not what we do because we know not what we do.
God bless us. God bless our children. God bless the schoolmaster. And God bless yourself, whoever you are. Amen.
Was that the door?
No, I think it was someone knocking.
Well, open it, open it. It must be the schoolmaster. Sophia, it's time. Wake up. You must open up. The other way, the other way.
Do you know what time it is?
Quarter to 9?
8:15?
10:20.
We don't have a clock.
Take me when you want. 11:40. 12:45.
You don't understand. The Count said I only had 24 hours to break the curse after I arrived in Kulienchikov. I arrived yesterday morning at exactly 9 o'clock. It is exactly 8 o'clock now. That only leaves me 1 hour. That doesn't even leave me 1 hour. I've wasted up an entire minute telling you how much time I haven't got left. Oh, dear God, help me. Help me, dear Lord.
What a shame. You just missed them. We finished services not 2 minutes ago.
Get Sophia. We can't lose another moment. Hurry, I beg of you.
Listen, I hear footsteps coming down the stairs.
Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, Schoolmaster.
Oh, boy, she got all three right. I can tell this is going to be her day.
I'm looking more radiant than ever.
Where shall we sit?
Doctor, with all due respect, I need Sophia's full concentration this morning. And therefore, I must ask the parents to leave the room.
By all means, schoolmaster. We'll see that you are not disturbed. Bye, Sophia.
Goodbye, my little angel.
Do as the schoolmaster tells you.
We'll be praying for you every minute.
Schoolmaster, if you succeed, give us a signal by rapping on the window 3 times, followed by 2 short ones.
Followed by 6 long ones.
If you fail, rap 7 times quickly.
Followed by 3 times slowly.
If you want lunch,
Will you please leave?
we're going.
Going? Going? Something is not right. I can feel it in my bones.
Lower your voice. He can hear you.
I'm a mother. I know these things. Why do you look taller to me lately?
Sophia? Last night, I decided the task before us is one step beyond impossible. I knew I would fail and that I'd have to leave Kulienchikov, like all those who had failed before me. But looking into your eyes now, I know there's no future without you. Therefore, we must not think of failure. We cannot afford to despair. Only a miracle can save us, Sophia, but with a majestic, supreme effort, we can try to make that miracle happen.
What is a miracle?
Well, a miracle is a wish that God makes. You are a miracle, Sophia,
You mean God wished for me?
in one of his most sublime moments. We must hurry. This is a primary book of mathematics. It's used to teach very simple problems for very simple children in arithmetic.
Do you think it is too advanced for me?
I don't think so, Sophia. We can't go back any further than this book. Now then, let us begin. 1 is the figure, the word, the symbol for a single item. 1 apple, 1 Sophia, 1 Leon, 1 book. Now, I'm holding up 1 finger, Sophia. Now I'm holding up a second finger. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
Which part?
1
1
plus 1
plus 1
is 2.
is 2.
Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful. We're making headway. Slow and visible headway. I'm very, very proud of you, Sophia. Are we ready to go on?
Yes, history, please. I hope I can master it as well as I have mathematics.
Well, I honestly don't think we've conquered mathematics yet. There are problems that could come up. Let us continue. 1 plus 2 is 3.
Are we finished with 1 plus 1 yet?
Well, you are if you remember the answer.
But I remembered the answer before. Is it necessary to remember it again?
Of course it's necessary to remember it again. It's necessary to remember it for always.
You mean you will always be asking me what 1 plus 1 is?
No. Once you tell me, we can move on to other things like 1 plus 2 and 1 plus 3 and so on. But if you cannot tell me what the answer to 1 plus 1 is, then the answer to 1 plus 2 is of no significance at all.
Do you know what 1 plus 1 is?
Certainly.
Then why should I know? Well, certainly, if you have such esteem and affection for me, you will tell me the answer whenever I ask you.
But I will not always be around to tell you. You've got to know for yourself in case other people ask you.
No one here asks questions like that. Even if they did, they wouldn't know if it was the right answer.
Because they are cursed with ignorance, and we are trying to lift that debilitating affliction.
You are getting angry with me. What is the point of being educated if you get angry? But when you didn't ask me such questions, you always said the loveliest things. Is this what it is like to be intelligent?
No, Sophia. It is I who am not being intelligent. It's frustration and impatience that drives me to such crude behavior. Forgive me, please. Let us try one more time. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
No! Don't repeat the part repeat. Repeat the part. Repeat the part before I say repeat. Now, let us try one more time. 1 plus 1 is 2. Repeat.
What were you like as a little boy?
What was I like as a little boy?
You were shouting again.
Inquisitive. Probing. Wondering why we were put on this earth, and wondering what the purpose of man's existence was.
The purpose of man's existence...
I've had enough of that! You must stop answering my questions. Our time has nearly gone by.
Then how am I to learn?
You must answer what I ask, not what you want me to answer.
Then I will only know what you want me to know. Why can't I learn what I want to know?
Because what you want to know is of no practical value. What I want to teach is acceptable knowledge.
Is knowing what you were like as a little boy not acceptable knowledge?
Of course not. It's of no significance at all.
It's much more interesting than that which is significant.
But I'm not trying to interest you. I'm trying to educate you.
But while you fail to educate me, you never fail to interest me. I find that very significant.
There's nothing like the logic of an illogical mind. Let us try one more time.
She must be speaking rapidly.
How much numbers is it going to take? I haven't sold sausage all morning. Dr. Zabritsky, I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
What's going on?
I think he's teaching her gymnastics.
Dr. Zabritsky, it's an important letter. It's marked urgent. So I only went to 3 wrong houses first.
Quiet, please. This is a school zone. Can't you see he's busy? Bring it back later.
I don't like the way it's going. I just don't like the way it's going.
Let us pray. Let us all pray. Pray to the Lord that this young man will deliver us from bondage. Let us ask for his blessing. Very religious on this side. Semi-religious on the other.
What are you talking about?
Quiet, everyone. The schoolmaster wishes to speak. Please, God, let this be the answer to our prayers.
Amen.
Women!
Is my daughter, you know, empty or full?
She's the same as all of us. I have only moments to ask this, and I must ask this quickly, because I might not have the intelligence to ask this later. Because of my unbounded love and devotion for your daughter Sophia, I should like to ask for her hand in marriage. I ask this of you now while I still love her. In a few moments I may not know what the word means. When the clock in the church steeple strikes 9, I hope you will have an answer for me.
Well, he is a nice young man, I must say that. Very ambitious. What do you think?
I don't know. If the man can't break a simple curse, how's he going to put bread on the table?
But what about Tremble Tremble?
Who?
Tremble Tremble, the one upon the hill who throws water down.
Mishkin's right. It's his curse. He would never permit such a marriage.
Wait a minute. There is one chance. If a stranger marries a Kulinchika right before he becomes like one of us, then he's free to take her away from here.
I didn't know that.
It was added to the curse 2 years ago to make it more exciting.
You'll never see your daughter again, but you know she was happy and getting smarter every day.
Oh, give it, doctor. Give your permission. Give it.
You don't give it to her. Give it to me.
Oh, I don't know. It's a decision. I can't make decisions. Let's leave it to God. Let God make the decision.
Leon, what are you doing?
Having my last thoughts. One final pleasurable moment of reason.
Then I was right. A wish is something you hope for that doesn't come true.
I'm sorry, Sophia. I cannot help you soar over mountains and lakes. But I will not leave you. I'll remain here for the rest of my days. Not basking in the light of your beauty, but cowering in the darkness of my own ignorance. Well, that is the measure of my esteem and affection for you.
Oh, I would do anything to save you from this calamity. Anything. Leon, run! Run for your life! There are ignorant girls in other villages you could learn to love.
Listen to me carefully and remember forever. I love you with all my heart. I may never say these words again. Savor it, Sophia. Keep the memory of what I say. The way I gaze lovingly into your eyes as I do now. All the love I would ever give in you in a final lifetime must be compressed into a final instant. Goodbye, sweet Sophia. I did not love you long, but I loved you well. Tell everyone in Koleanchikov that I tried desperately to break this curse.
Listen, the church bells.
And all's well.
I'll go in there now. Give my permission. Wonderful news, Master Tolchinsky.
Papa, Mama, everyone. The schoolmaster has something he'd like to say. Let us all listen. Leon, didn't you have something you wanted to tell us?
Yes, but you said we should all listen first.
Uh-oh.
There's a look on his face. I've seen it somewhere before.
It's the same one you got on your face.
No, I meant we would all listen while you tell us what you have to say.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Well, actually, I don't have much to say.
There's no fool like a new fool.
Young man, do you still want to marry my daughter?
Marry your daughter? Oh, no, sir. You do me too great an honor.
I knew he'd never make it when he bought the whitefish from me.
All right, move it along. You've all seen a nanny poop before. Come on, break it up, move it along.
If you ever want this urgent letter, let me know. Not that anything in your life is urgent anymore.
Sophia, darling, I want you to go into the garden and plant some vegetables. We'll have salad tonight for dinner.
So, what are your plans now that everything's fallen apart at the top?
I'm not sure. This absence of thought will take some time getting used to.
Ah, perhaps you should try getting into politics. You sound very well suited for it.
Oh, no, sir. This is an old suit. If I went into politics, I would need all new clothes.
Well, this is really just one doctor's opinion. But when you catch a curse, you really catch a curse. Don't stay up too late, darling. I want you to go up on the roof later and take the canary for a walk.
I'm sorry, Sophia. Weren't we in the middle of a lesson when the church began to strike? What were we saying?
You said that you loved me, and that I should savor it to keep it in my memory forever. Because one day, you may never be able to love me again. Do you not love me now, Leon?
Love you? I'm not quite sure I know what the word means. Perhaps if you kissed me, would you like to?
Oh, with all my heart.
No, I meant with your lips.
I know what you meant. The less you know, the better you kiss.
And the better I kiss, the more brilliant I become. Oh, my dear sweet Sophia, look at me. Look at me and tell me what you see.
I see a very good kisser turning my father's sofa.
No, Sophia. You see a man of intellect, inspired by love. I am not cursed, Sophia. I still have my intelligence. I only pretended to be stupid.
You pretended to be stupid?
Yes.
That doesn't sound very intelligent to me.
It will soon, I promise.
But the curse.
It had no effect on me. And I was plenty worried, I admit, especially when the clock struck 9. But when nothing happened, I suddenly realized you can't be cursed unless you permit yourself to be. Kulienchikov's lack of intelligence is self-inflicted, caused by fear and guilt and the relinquishing of your self-esteem to a tyrannical power. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everything but the explanation.
If a parent tells you you're a naughty child from the day you were born, you'll grow up believing you're a worthless human being. And from the day you were born, you were all told you were all stupid. Now you understand.
Not as well as before.
I know that telling it doesn't change it. You must be shown. When I was standing there, I suddenly became inspired. I hit upon a plan that will break this curse and save you from Yalskovich.
What is it?
You must marry Yalskovich.
Are you still pretending to be stupid?
No, Sophia. I don't mean Count Gregory.
Oh, thank goodness. You frightened me half to death.
You will marry me, Sophia. I will be Yalskovich. Now you understand.
Don't ask me that question anymore.
Trust me, Sophia. The wedding will take place tomorrow. Tomorrow the curse will be over. Tomorrow you will be intelligent. Tomorrow you will love me, Sophia.
Could I have one kiss to tide me over?
Of course, my sweet. I must go set my plans in action.
Oh, Leon, I'm so excited. Tonight I will clear all the nonsense out of my head and prepare for all the knowledge that will be coming in. I love rearranging things.
The plan begins. I must find Count Yalskovich.
Was he just talking about me? You like him, don't you? Better than me, right? Admit it. I would give up all my wealth and powers if I could be the hero. I wouldn't have to wear this dumb outfit. People would applaud when I come on. You're not even listening to me, are you? All you care about is getting those two kids together. I hope it's raining when you leave here.
Oh, good day, Count Yalskovich. Do you remember me? Something... Tolchinsky.
Listen to this conversation. What is it, something?
I couldn't help overhearing what you just said. I want you to know that even though I've lost most of my intelligence...
All of it.
All of it. I'm not without some feelings. It pains me to know that being disliked makes you so unhappy.
That's easy for you to say. You don't like me either, do you?
Well, I don't dislike you.
But do you like me?
No, not much.
You see?
Because you never do anything redeeming. Why not?
Well, I don't know. I was brought up that way, I guess. My father taught me ever since I was a little boy. If you want to hold your power over these people, you must never be nice to them. Always make them fear and tremble.
Did you like your father?
No, he was all right, I guess.
You didn't like him, did you?
Don't tell anyone. When I was 9 months old, I tried to crawl away from home.
There you are. And the answer to being liked is to do something redeeming. Isn't there anything you could do for the village of Kulienchikov?
You mean like a barbecue?
Well, it's a start. But I was thinking of something much more on the grander scale, like lifting the curse.
How can I? The curse won't be lifted unless Sophia marries me.
Or another Yalskovich.
There is none. And the last of the line.
Unless you have a son.
But I'm not even married. I may be a villain, but I don't fool around. Maybe that's why I'm so unhappy.
You don't have to be married. You can adopt a son.
Adopt a son?
Yes, me.
You?
Yes, I'm ready, willing, and available. I may not be very intelligent, but I will be as soon as the curse is lifted.
I've always wanted a son. Someone to take on fishing trips.
I never really had a father.
My boy Leon, I'd spoil you like anything.
That's okay, Dad.
And then people would like me, wouldn't they?
Well, they do now. Look at their faces. They're all smiling at you, even out there.
Yes, I see. Oh, God bless you. You don't know how much this means to me.
And let us go sign the adoption papers and notify Sophia's family. Are you ready, Dad?
Let me just see them smiling at me once again. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All of you. Maybe we can have lunch together next week. In the meantime, you're all invited to my son's wedding. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is have your shoes drawn.
Doesn't Mr. Britsky look beautiful?
Isn't it bad luck for the mother of the bride to see the postman before the wedding?
So this is it, Slovitch. Finally, after 200 years, the curse will be lifted.
I just had a terrible thought.
What's that?
Suppose I lift the curse and find out that I was really dumb in the first place.
Quiet, everyone. Have a sponge cake in the oven.
Remember, if I still appear stupid, I'm only pretending. It's all a part of the curse.
You must be very proud of him.
He's been my son for 10 minutes and hasn't given me a moment of trouble.
Bad luck to amigos now.
Oh, cheer, grandma's gonna give me a change in the dress.
We are gathered here today, dear friends, to witness the joining of two souls in holy matrimony. It is only the good will and generous benevolence of our friend, the Count, which makes this blessed union possible.
Thank you, Count.
Will the groom step before me?
That's you, my king.
And will the bride step forward?
No, Sophia, the bride.
What's the matter with you?
Leon, your plan was brilliant.
Thank you, Sophia.
And who giveth away this bride?
I give away this bride.
And why do you giveth away this bride?
Because he asketh me for her, and I noddeth my head, and he taketh her.
To you, Leon, son of Count Gregor, Mikhailovich, Dresnovsky, Fyodor, Yauskevich.
Not today. You don't have to do it today. It's a holiday.
To you, Leon,
I have.
No, I do.
You do?
No, you do.
He will. He does. Say it.
He will. He does. I said it.
No, don't say what I say. Say what he says.
What did he say?
I do. Just say I do.
My papa says I do.
I'm beginning to hate this curse. I swear to God.
Hand you, Sophia, take Leon to heaven to hold, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
With a brain like that, she could have gotten anyone.
The ring, please.
I have it. The ring that Kazimir Yauskevich was going to place on young Sophia's finger 200 years ago.
What an onion.
Place the ring on her finger.
It's not going to be very handy around the house.
Now, repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I be wed.
Does the bride and the groom thank you?
With this ring I thee wed.
Now, before I pronounce this holy union, is there any among you who has just cause or reason why these two should not be joined in eternal wedlock? This, with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of the village of Kulianchikov, I now pronounce thee married.
Maybe there's just one tiny little thing.
You have an objection to this marriage.
You bet I have. This son is not my boy. This boy is not my son.
What are you saying, Father?
What? Think I'm crazy? Why should I give up a cute little bundle of noodle brains like her?
But the adoption papers.
They're false. You trusted me so much you didn't even read them. Here the document says proof. I did not adopt him, I divorced him. According to these documents, we are not father and son. We are no longer husband and wife.
Oh my God! My daughter almost married a divorced woman. Oh!
Leon, is this part of your plan?
No, Sophia, I'm sorry.
But fear not, dear friends. I may be a venomous, treacherous snake, but I'm not a wet blanket. There will be a wedding.
Oh, my daughter will not marry an imposter.
An imposter, no. But a Yauskevich, yes. You have pledged your daughter's hand in marriage, good doctor, to a Yauskevich. And the pledge once given must be honored.
That is the law. I helped write it myself.
It's true. Even I voted for it.
And I am the only true Yauskevich here.
Leon, will you not object to this marriage?
What can I do? I am helpless, Sophia.
Come on, I haven't all day.
Say the words, it's over with. There's been a hotel room booked for this honeymoon for 200 years.
Dearly
You
beloved.
heard that. You said that part. I do. Ask her. She's the one.
Do you, Sophia, take Count Gregor to heaven to hold from this day on?
Say it, Sophia. You'll be rich and smart. It's better than happiness.
Goodbye, Leon. Goodbye forever.
I'm truly sorry, darling. With all my heart. Truly sorry.
I do.
Then, with the power invested in me as Chief Magistrate of the village of Kulianchikov.
You didn't say the other part.
What other part?
The part if anybody objects. And I object.
What's that?
On what ground?
On the grounds that I haven't received my urgent letter yet.
What kind of grounds is that?
I have an urgent letter for Schoolmaster Tolchinsky.
For me? Whatever could it be?
Finish the ceremony while he's reading the letter.
I can't do that. It's against the law.
It's true. Even I voted
afraid. Seems as though my uncle and sole remaining relative has just died in St. Petersburg, leaving me nothing but all his debts.
When you're going downhill, it gets faster at the bottom.
Before he died, he said he blamed all his misfortunes on the evil and vindictive character of his distant relatives. That he'd been changing his name Tolchinsky never helped him escape destiny's finger.
What was his name before Tolchinsky?
Yauskovich.
Uh-oh.
Those distant relatives will get you every time.
Leon, do you realize what this means?
No, what?
He will in a few moments. Schoolmaster, I want you to take your place next to my daughter. This time she's going to marry the right one.
Oh, it didn't say that at all. It's a bill from my former college saying that I still owe them from last year's tuition.
Hurry, Leon, hurry!
I have planted the bombs in their minds. I now pray God for the explosion.
All right, places, everyone. Places. I don't want to spend the rest of my life marrying this girl. Are we ready?
Ready.
Do you, Leon?
I do.
And do you, Sophie?
I do.
Is there anyone here who objects?
No one
objects. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. That's it. I now pronounce you dead and right. Oh.
Oh, I've never heard a noise like that all my life.
I felt as though my head is cracked open.
Like that?
Like my head has cracked open. I'm afraid to ask it.
Ask it, ask it.
But what is wrong?
But what if we're right? Ask it, ask it.
Cat.
Cat. C-A-T, cat.
Dog.
Dog. D-O-G, dog.
Oh my God, it's a miracle.
Miracle. M-I-R-A-C-L-E, miracle.
Yenchna. 7 and 5.
12.
And 12.
24.
And 48.
72. Name 5 world capital cities.
Cairo, Bucharest, Athens, London,
You can do it!
and Constantinople.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth from the gentle rains from the heavens.
That's beautiful. Did you make that
I think so. Where else would it have come from?
Nikolai, I feel strange. Weak in knees. Dizziness in my head.
Oh, it's all right, darling. It's just that your blood is pulsating from the excitement. You see, this sometimes causes the adrenal gland to oversecrete, thus resulting in a sudden rush to the head.
I never realized you were such a brilliant doctor.
Well, actually, I'm just an average doctor. I worry about you because I love you.
And I love you, Nikolai. Even when I couldn't say it, I knew in my heart I love you.
Leon, are you now as you were before I became what I am?
I am more than I have ever been, or dreamed could be possible.
I love you, Leon.
I adore you, Sophia.
You mean it's over? The curse is over?
See for yourself, Count Gregor.
Land. I should have put my money in land. You can never go wrong with real estate.
It depends, of course, on the political situation. The Tsarist government land reform is a very delicate issue.
What brilliant conversation. All my power over them is gone.
Power is a useless weapon over the enlightened, Count Gregor. We are all equal citizens here.
You mean the men are all equal citizens? Women have been subjugated since long before there were any curses.
Lanya, you know I love you, but that's a very radical point of view.
It was your faith in courage that won over ignorance.
No, Sophia. It was your pure heart and trusting soul that gave me that faith and courage. It was love that destroyed the curse, not my puny efforts.
I don't wish to argue the point, Leon. I only wish you could have a room to express my views.
I welcome your view, Sophia, but I think you should have all the facts before you become so adamant.
Well, you got your wish, schoolmaster.
Yes. And you? What are your plans now that you're intelligent?
Thanks to you, I'll probably have to work for a living now. Well, my congratulations, cousin. May I wish you a long and happy marriage.
Thank you. And may I wish the same good fortune to you.
Please. I've been cursed once in my life. I know when I'm well off.
When you think of it, it's not such a bizarre story after all. Be honest. Haven't you met someone in your life that came from a place like Kulenchikov? An aunt? An uncle? A neighbor? Your boss? Of course, once the curse was lifted, it became like any other town or village in any other part of the world, susceptible to all the ups and downs of normal life. Well, the magistrate, for example, after 2 more years in office, greed got the better part of him, and he was convicted for taking bribes for political favors. He served 2 years in jail, and eventually sold his memoirs for a fortune. Mishkin gave up the postal service and became a writer. He wrote a 600-page story about the curse of Kulenchikov and sent it off to a publisher. Unfortunately, it got lost in the mail. Yenchna, a shrewd businesswoman, put all her money in real estate and now owns 17 houses in Kulenchikov, including Count Gregor's. And as an investment for the future, she now owns land in 6 other villages that have curses on them. Slovitch, with all his life savings, bought 4 more butcher shops in a village that really only needed 1, and went bankrupt in a month, confirming his greatest verse that with or without a curse, he didn't have many brains after all. Snetsky became a wealthy philanthropist. He found his wool, gathered his sheep, and became a wealthy philanthropist. Count Yeltsin became more and more lovable, studying theology and became the local monk. During the drought season, he goes up on the hill and prays to God to throw water down on us. My dear mother-in-law, Mrs. Zubritsky, suddenly found a voice of her own. She became the first woman mayor of Kulenchikov and eventually consoled governor of the northern Ukraine sector. Her husband sees her by appointment only. Dr. Zubritsky became one of the finest physicians in all of Russia. He became the first physician to the royal family and was recently elected to the Academy of Sciences. However, he still has trouble opening jars. As for Sophia, she was and still is a miracle. Not that we don't have our differences, not that our days are blissfully happy, but she has a certain wisdom to her that can never be found in books. She has in turn become my teacher, and I have learned there is no spirit on earth, evil or otherwise, that can destroy a pure heart and devoted love. As for myself, I remained a schoolmaster and dedicated my life to the education of the enlightened. After all, there are so many Kulenchikovs.